Ladies and gentlemen, we may now invite Mr. Vipul Mitra, Principal Secretary Tourism, Government of Gujarat, to kindly make a brief presentation, after which we'll break for lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vipul Mitra.
I think what Suneet must have planned is that after lunch probably more people are yawning, and before lunch more people are missing, so I had to make a difficult choice. So I chose the former. A lot of people have been asking me yesterday what are investment opportunities in Gujarat, so I
Let us just correct this for the record's sake. There are 150 rooms in Leela, and all of them are watching this live.
Oh, great,
So
great.
that's why the audience is a little bit.
All right. Okay. That's better. That's called technology. Fine. So a lot of people were asking me yesterday and throughout my stay here, what are the investment opportunities which Gujarat offers? So seeing a lot of interest that generated, I thought I'll probably conjure up a small presentation, which will just take about 7 to 8 minutes, I believe, few slides, and then I've worked on these slides and I've brought it for you. I thought it'll give you some highlights on what Gujarat has to offer, being the most industrialized state in the country today. And with Vibrant Gujarat 2013 convention due in January, we expect MOUs worth about 70,000 crores in the field of tourism alone, hospitality and tourism. So I quickly thought that I'll probably run through this. Gujarat, as you know, is the most industrialized state in the country. It offers excellent connectivity, roads, railway, gas grid, airports. The largest number of airports in the country, which is 19, are in Gujarat. And recently we have started intra-state flights connecting various cities within the state through Deccan Airways. That has started almost about 10 days back. So that will connect the entire state by air, which opens a huge opportunity for people to come and invest, because connectivity by air is very important. Gujarat is one of the few states which is power surplus. We don't have power blackouts at all. 24/7 in all the talukas, and all 18,000 villages are connected with power. It's got the largest number of ports, 41 on the western side of India. It's got the largest banking branches in the country, in any state. It's also geographically closest to the western part of the world. It has the largest coastline, 1,600 kilometers in the country. We have identified 18 beaches, 16 beaches actually. There are 2 more which we are in the process of finalizing soon. There are 22 sanctuaries and 4 national parks. So it opens a huge scope for wildlife tourism. There's a hill station, which is Saputara, only white desert in the world, which is the White Run of Kutch. Heritage, monuments, fairs, festivals, all these things are there. The trends. Since 2006, which was declared Year of Tourism, the growth has been tremendous, as you can see. There's an increase of 1 crore tourists in that period. And and the compounded annual growth rate is 16% in this time, which is probably one of the highest in the country. So we are touching 2.23 crores last year. Okay, now number of rooms increase is tremendous. These are the places where we concentrated, as I was mentioning yesterday, the places where we concentrated most have got the maximum result. So these are the additions in the rooms in various places, and the hotel room availability. In 2007, we had 36,000 rooms, which has already increased to almost 60,000 or 64,000 this year. Is likely to become 1 lakh in the year 2017. Some of you could be, I believe, and hope, part of this growth. We did the campaign with Mr. Bachchan about 3 years ago. We started that campaign, and the results are stupendous. You can see that the places which were promoted by Bachchan have shown great increase in numbers. So we are doing tourism in a very specific manner. We are not talking in a very generic or a theoretical format which many other states are, talking. We don't sell concept, we sell destination, which is very specific. So Bachchan goes and says, come to Dwarka because it is this what Dwarka has to offer. So the specific campaign has been it's not very amorphous, it is not confusing. So people are told clearly, this is Dwarka, come here, you will get this. This is Gir, come here, you will get this. So that has resulted in increase in numbers. And many of these people are Gujaratis themselves from Ahmedabad and other cities of Gujarat who were earlier traveling to places outside Gujarat are now traveling within the state. Investment opportunities, now what Gujarat has to offer. These are the 16 beaches. The entire coastline is dotted with beautiful beaches, and we have identified these beaches. We are creating infrastructure of public nature. And there are lands available there which can be taken for purposes of tourism development. Ecotourism, the national parks, these are the places all over the state. The details are on our website. For more details, you can contact gujarattourism.com. You can check that out. Religious tourism, Dwarka, Somnath, Dakor, Ambaji. Very specific. Dwarka, the number is so huge, the increase is so huge, there is no place for tourists to stay right now, and people are commuting from Jamnagar. So again, great opportunity. Business tourism, new places, Mundra Port, huge opportunity. Kandla, Gandhidham, Rajkot, Dahej again, and all these new places which are opening up, clusters. And with the auto hub coming to Gujarat, you would have read that most of the auto manufacturers are now coming to Gujarat to manufacture automobiles because it offers the closest access for exports through these 41 ports. So it's a backward growth. 41 ports connected to export. The SEZs, maximum number of SEZs are in Gujarat. So these places offer a huge opportunity for setting up business-based hotels. Buddhism, we have recently started a campaign on Buddhism, and these are the places where we have really good Buddhist places. We had a team from Japan recently, and they surveyed these areas, and we are going to sign MOU with Japanese government for promoting Gujarat as a Buddhist tourist circuit after Bihar. Okay, water sports. We are going to promote water sports in a big way. Our policy on water sports is out, and it offers people opportunity to start activities on the beach without having to buy land. We give a right of use to small piece of land on the beach, and you can set up these water sport facilities. Ahmedabad has this river front which has been developed. 9-kilometer stretch on both sides of Sabarmati River has been made into a walking place. It has been pedestrianized, and a beautiful promenade has been created there, and we are starting in terms of floating restaurants, boating, and other water sports facilities. 75 hectares of land has been reclaimed, which will be put out for sale by government very soon. Now, what is government doing to, give a brief? I'll just give you a brief of what government is doing. Yesterday, I was talking in terms of infrastructure. Government of Gujarat is investing 1,500 crores on infrastructure, other than 100 crores per year on promotions. 1,500 crore during 12th plan, and 654 crore. This is a specific grant which we sanctioned. We did a survey. We called it Infrastructure Viability Gap Survey in the state. So we surveyed the top 15 destinations of Gujarat through ILFS, and they went to really the last detail of what is lacking at what place. So Dwarka, what is lacking, they listed out, they made estimates, plans, they put engineers on spot, and this exercise was carried over a short period of time in 2 months. As you know, in government, it takes a long time to even make estimates, and sanction works. So we outsourced this work to ILFS. They created this entire document for us. It was sanctioned, and the 655 crores of works are underway right now. They will be over in next 1 year. Recently, Planning Commission, in the history of Planning Commission, probably for the first time, has sanctioned 1,200 crores over and above these other two things for coastal tourism in Gujarat. So that special purpose vehicle is being created, and that will be again a big influx of money coming into tourism. We have also set up a venture fund with 450 crores coming in, which will promote people and investors to set up businesses in the field of tourism. That is going to be formulated very soon. And we have a joint sector company called Gujtop, Gujarat Tourism Opportunities Limited. 50% Government of Gujarat, 50% ILFS. The entire management is from ILFS. I'm the chairman of the company, but the CEO is from ILFS. Now this company identifies and works for you within government and other systems and banking. So if you want to set up a business in Gujarat in the field of tourism, the running around on your behalf is done by these people within the government, whether for permissions, for land, for anything. They charge a success fee from you and they do the running around. So this is a great relief for investors, a facilitator, and this company is again been professionally managed, which will promote and facilitate tourism. As you know, the rate of growth is again very high. This is probably the last slide. There's no labor, zero labor strike rate, last mile connectivity, power, I've spoken about it. The Delhi-Mumbai industrial corridor with Japanese government is passing through Gujarat, and 40% of it is in Gujarat. So once these industries are lined up in that corridor, it will open up again a huge opportunity for hotels to come in. But that time probably the land prices would have been very high. So this is the time to look at that corridor and invest and open up hotels in those areas. People of Gujarat are big spenders. They're able to spend money and go all over the world. So why not make them move around in Gujarat and law and order? Okay, now the last is what the new campaign with Mr. Bachchan, the 1 minute, 3 to 4 films. These films are not yet out. We shot them recently, and with this I would like to end the presentation. You will see this. You could probably dim the lights a bit. Yeah, this will lighten your mood for the lunch. Oops. I think technology again. Okay, I think, yeah, just click it there. All right.
मैं आ पहुंचा हूं अरावली पर्वत की गोद में और मां अंबे के चरणों में। यही धड़कता है मां अंबे का हृदय। जय मां अंबे। देखिए, मां का बुलावा आता है और लाखों आ जाते हैं, चल के, बैठ के, लेट के। कुछ लोग यहां इसलिए आते हैं क्योंकि यह शक्तिपीठ है, और कुछ कहते हैं कि मां से मिलने के लिए भी कोई वजह चाहिए था। आप भी आइए, यहां खुशबू है भक्ति की, प्रसाद की, खुशबू है गुजरात की। मिलेगा बहुत कुछ आशीर्वाद में, कुछ दिन तो गुजारिए गुजरात में।
Ambaji. Now Saputara is the next one. Keep the lights off. Saputara, only hill station. Volume.
स्टेशन पर बात करने के लिए कोई नहीं है, बादलों के सिवा। हम और आप तो यहां चंद दिन बिताएंगे। सुना है कि भगवान राम ने तो यहां पूरे 14 वर्ष बिताए थे, शबरी के पेड़ भी यहीं खाए थे। यहां के असली मालिक ये हैं, इनकी वारली पेंटिंग, इनका संगीत, इनका नागली का रोटला, बांस का अचार। कह रहे हैं खाओगे नहीं तो जाने नहीं देंगे। सापुतारा, यहां खुशबू है आदिम संस्कृति की, इंसान और प्रकृति के तालमेल की। यहां खुशबू है गुजरात की। अरे कब तक बैठे रहेंगे आप सीमेंट के मकान में? कुछ दिन तो गुजारो गुजरात में।
The next one is on Navratri, the festival.
नवरात बिना गुजरात कैसा, और गुजरात बिना नवरात कैसा। नवरात्रि भक्ति का उत्सव है, शक्ति का उत्सव है, देवी का उत्सव है। ये देखिए, बहनें गरबा कर रही हैं। लगता है जैसे बहुत सी देवियां एक देवी की उपासना कर रही हो। ये त्योहार,
It's a white desert.
इसमें खुशबू है भक्ति की, शक्ति की, मस्ती की, खुशबू है गुजरात की। यहां त्योहार का मजा है हर दिन हर रात में। अरे कुछ दिन तो गुजारो गुजरात में।
Or a kite festival, Uttarayan.
उत्तरायण धरती का उत्सव, आसमान के सम्मान में। बिल्कुल ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे सूर्य की उपासना है लोग पतंगों के रूप में फूलों का अर्पण कर रहे हो। ये त्योहार, इसमें खुशबू है पतंगों की, आसमान छूती उमंगों की, खुशबू है गुजरात की। यहां त्योहार का मजा है हर दिन हर रात में। अरे कुछ दिन तो गुजारो गुजरात में।
The architecture.
पूरी दुनिया में जिसका नाम रोशन है, मोढेरा का सूर्य मंदिर। यहां सूर्य देवता वे स्वयं आते हैं यहां रोज सुबह। यह है पाटन की रानी उदयमती की वाव। कुआं गहरा होता है ये तो सुना था, ऊंचा होता है ये आज पहली बार देख रहा हूं। देखिए वडनगर का ये कीर्ति तोरण, जिसने बहुत कुछ देखा है। ये पत्थर नहीं इतिहास के पन्ने हैं, सुनिए इनका संगीत। यहां खुशबू है हुनरमंद हाथ की, बीती हुई बात की। यहां खुशबू है गुजरात की। कुछ पल तो बिताइए इतिहास में, कुछ दिन तो गुजारिए गुजरात में।
The handicrafts of the state.
गुजरात, यहां ईश्वर उंगलियों में भी बसते हैं। यहां की कला बसती है छोटे छोटे गांवों में, परिवारों में, उनके हाथों में। यहां के सुपरस्टार तो यही है। आइए सीखिए सुई से भी तेज आंखों और धागे से भी महीन उंगलियों से की गई ये एम्ब्रॉयडरी, ये शानदार ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग। बांधनी का ये लहंगा जिसे दुल्हन बनी बेटियों को सजाने के लिए बनाया गया है, क्या इसीलिए ये इतना प्यारा है? पाटन की इस पटोला सिल्क साड़ी को बनाने में 7 महीने लगे, या यूं कहिए कि 700 साल। यहां खुशबू है गुजरात की। भाई साहब, बेटी की शादी का लहंगा ले जाइए सौगात में। अरे कुछ दिन तो गुजारिए गुजरात में।
Okay, I think that's it. There are one or two more. About this campaign, this campaign has been created by the top brains in the country. Piyush Pandey of O&M, he's himself created this campaign, written the entire thing. It is being shot by filmmakers, the people who made Vicky Donor, if you've seen that movie, The Rising Sun, which is the largest company, and we did without tendering procedure because we did not give it to the L1 as is done in the government. We found a way out. We took a mail from Mr. Bachchan himself recommending these two people, put it in the cabinet, cleared it, and that is how we got the best campaign. It's not like a Sarkari film. Not only that, the way it is made, it is also being showcased very specifically. There's so much pressure on us to give it to all kinds of channels. Many bhakti channels are running after us. We show here and there, many regional channels. We have strictly taken the top channels in every area. We have taken only prime time, and we are showing this campaign in those channels. So as a result of the way the campaign is made, because he does also even for hair oil, that it's not with, it's Bachchan of course, but it's not only Bachchan. It is the way it is made, the way it is written, and the way it is showcased, in what slot, in what season, and where. We are showing it internationally also. We are going to translate the Buddhism film into Japanese and Thai and those languages and show it in those countries. So this is the way we are working in promoting the state, and this new campaign will be out very soon. He's also blogging for the state. He has a base of 4 million people on his blog, Any blogs on Gujarat tourism, any SMS I send to him, he blogs on that immediately, So this is how we reach to people directly, and numbers are increasing, and numbers are going to increase further. With this increase in numbers, I think you should not be left behind, and you should certainly be seen at Vibrant Gujarat Summit 2013. Thank you so much.
This session focuses on investment opportunities and deterrents for development of hotels and coastal resorts in India. I'd like to begin by inviting our moderator on stage. He is Mr. Uttam Dave, President, Accor Hotels. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Uttam Dave, President, Accor Hotels, who will moderate the session. And we've got a very high-profile list of panelists from various tourism departments across the region. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Vipul Mitra, Principal Secretary, Tourism, Government of Gujarat. I just learned a very interesting facet of Mr. Vipul Mitra during lunch. He is not only the Principal Secretary or a person from the civil services, he is also a novelist, and he's written a novel, A Pyramid of Virgin Dreams, published by Rupa Publications, which has sold 13 editions and been translated into 3 languages. The second book is on the way. So we wish you all the best.